Alright, guys, welcome back. Second analysis for the day today. We got the pound versus the Swiss franc. We want to follow up on the situation here. It's been remarkably interesting, technically speaking. And we took action a few days ago. It actually was like a week ago. The triggering system was this blue key level system here, with 1720, 11720. That was the official trigger, where the big picture was clearly suggesting that we are possibly, more than likely, are on the path of a new upside move that could take us to where price came from, pretty much the upper section here. We're talking about 2093 and up, all the way to the previous high, 2250. This is the price box, right? About 150 pip from 21 to 2250. Where we had this formation coming, from pretty much started to form around the beginning of May. We saw the first move down, and then second, third, fourth, and then fifth, just recently, right? Big move. Right now we feel that the sixth leg is starting to form itself. The fact that price broke above 1720, which is actually, this is a lower scale key level, right? Actually, that move here, the blue system represents the short-term cycle, and we were using what we saw here to refine the entry. And even so, we did refine the entry, but even though price still was kind of explosive on the way up, right? That was about a week ago. And we said that, it's after such a big move, usually you'll see some backlash. We're still talking locally, right? But we were fully prepared for a downside move. You can see where we entered, right? That was a week ago, right when price broke, right? And then we had to endure this downside move, which we expected. That's why we entered, very slowly, just to have some skin in the game. But we also knew that the big test is going to be again that 117.20. The same level that got broken. We figured out, 60% of the time, you'll see a retest. So we figured out that's just a retest, and that actually might help us to double down, because like I said, position is very small right now. It's minimal. But we can definitely push one more trade in, but we need, we need to be convinced that that's the case. So price dipped, right? It dipped below 1720 for a couple of days, and yesterday it got back out. Now remember, this is the daily chart, right? It's going to be, daily chart is very noisy. What we want to look at is the same, or whatever I just described here. The dynamics between price action and that 117.20. We want to look at that from up close, but on the weekly chart. Let's take a look at that. So you can see what's going on, right? Price broke. You can see the close here. It's decisively outside of that blue box, right? And then, this week, price is actually drilling downwards. But at some point, a couple of days ago, it begins to bounce off. Right, it found some strong support coming from that 117.20. That's how we filter out that little, that noise that we saw on the daily chart. Right, now we can see what's going on. So it looks like price is on the right path, on the right track, right? Yeah. Or we're gonna double down. We think it's a good time to do that. We're gonna throw one more trade into the mix. And 118.41, we should be careful about this level. Could pose some strong resistance, so we might be using it just to unload, take some profit. Later on, we should be back with full force to catch the bulk of the move here, the most important part of the move. Everything from 1842 all the way to 2093. We actually believe price is going to go higher than that. We think for us, final destination is 122.50, 55 actually. But primary target, have no mistake, it's 120.93. All right, that's the primary target. Secondary target 22.55. All right. For partial execution, we might use 1842 as well. That's like, you know, third degree target that we have. We actually have 3 targets here. Really interesting stuff. All right, guys, that's the situation here. Pound Swiss. That's about it for the day forex market. Enjoy the rest of it. We'll be back tomorrow. Take care.